Alright, so here's what I did so far, guys. So far. I put a little metal bracket over here so I can put the camera over here so the sun's not shining in. See? It's a piece of scrap that I had. Now, also has a hole in it. That's why I used this one, because I could put a flashlight in there. This would be a flashlight holder. So if I need a light, I have it here. This here, a couple screws, I could just put a couple hooks on there if I want to hang something. And I can also use it to hold the cameras. So anyway, from this point on, I sealed the top because I didn't know what I was going to do with it. I didn't know if I was going to paint it, leave it natural, but then I decided that I'm going to have to do something with it other than what it is, because if I want to have anything here, which I'm thinking about the computer going here, with the monitor here, so I don't get the sun coming in. As you can see, it started over here, and it just moves across, and also on the floor from in there. So there's quite a bit of sun coming in here. So the monitor or something over here would be the best place, so that's where it's going to be. And I'm going to be writing, so you know, doing things. So I can't do that on this wood. So I decided I was going to find something. I found some stuff, and then I said, you know what? I got this piece. I was using it for charts. I said, you know what? This will work perfect right here. I can put what I need, and I have a place to write. I just got to trim the corner off down here so nobody gets hurt. So for now, I'm pushing it back there. So I cleaned that off. It did have a crack. I fixed the crack. That's in the back. It's not a big deal. I mean, I don't even use the back there anyway. The computer's going to be sitting on it, or the monitor rather. So so much for that. So that's where I'm at. So this is sealed. This is going to go here. I'm going to bring it out to the edge. I'm going to take this here, sand this down. I don't think I'm going to do anything with this other than maybe a couple little pieces of Velcro or something, or double-sided tape. I'm not going to screw into it because it'll crack. I don't want to make it permanent in case I want to get it off. So I'm not going to just, put any adhesive on it. But for the most part, that's where that's going to go. And then I have some of that rubber shelf lining they use for toolboxes. I got a roll back there. I don't know how big, but I could put a little piece across the back to keep things from sliding. And I can even put some over here because this is probably where the radios are going to go. So I just want something there so that the radios don't move around too much and they'll stay where I put them. The wires on the back of some of these radios are a lot of stiff side. So you can put it there, then the wire says, no, we don't want it there. We want it over here. So I got to do something with that. I'm going to seal this. I'll probably do that now because this is dry enough. Then I don't have to worry about this damn brush going bad. And then there's something I got to do with one of these breakers. Well, all these, not breakers, switches, not switches. I'll get it right. Plugs. These are those child-proof plugs. I went to Lowe's and Home Depot, and none of them had the 20 amp plug without the child-proof on it. And I hate them. They're the biggest pain in the ass. And why do we have them? Because somebody's kid probably got zapped. And if they got zapped, I'm sorry for that, but come on, you got to change the world, and everybody has to have what you want because your kid got zapped. This is not right. So anyway, I couldn't find any, and I hate it. You try to plug into those things. Have you tried to plug into those things? They're a pain in the ass. These normal covers, these plastic covers, I mean, in this plastic case, when you're plugging these things in, you don't know if you're going to break the case or not. I mean, it's really a pain in the butt. So I want to see if there's a way of defeating them. I don't think there's any, because you can't take it apart. So there's, well, no. Well, you may be able to, but I'm thinking maybe, just maybe, I can get in there with a small Dremel tool and just cut it. And then I'll shut the power off and I'll do, I only got to do the 20 amp ones, so I only have a few to do, but they're just driving me nuts. That's why I have this here. That's the little cutting tools. And the Dremel's working because the unit, the brushes came in yesterday. I don't remember if I did a video on that or not. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe. Or maybe not. Maybe. Or maybe not. Yeah, why not? Put water right there. Right next to the electrical plug. My comb, arc, thy comb. It's getting late. I should be getting ready to go in. Ooh, let me put one of these Sour Patch Kids in my face. Ooh. They're like potato chips to me. Just can't eat one. Doctor. Doctor. Yeah, I put the light up outside. I'm not going to do it today though. I put the birdhouse up out there, but I may have to move it over a little bit. The thing is, I've seen feathers down there, which kind of tells me that they're probably already using it. And I only had it up there for 2 days. So I figured that would be the best place for it, the best place for it, because again, it used to be open, and they used to go up here in the corner, and there'd be 3 or 4 nests up there, but now they can't get in. So what I do is I took the nest down, I took some of the nesting, and I put it in the birdhouse that I made, which is a mailbox. That's also heated. I split it down the middle. I put a wall in the middle of it, and I threw some of the old nesting in there, and I stuck it up over here over the window because that's where they would normally fly to come in. So apparently they found it because there's feathers. So I don't know if I want to move it or not now. I'm not going to sand this. I should see if I can do something with those screws though. Probably not. Well, that one ain't. These are up quite a bit. not long enough to pull down. Hey, baby. I know, dinner's done.
No, not yet.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean, potato salad's done. I just have to boil the hot dogs.
Okay. Well, I'm almost done. I'm just going to seal this side. The other side's sealed and dried.
Did you decide if you're going to make this your radio room?
Yeah, I think that's what it's going to be. It's not that big a deal. The more I think about it, the more I realize that this is going to be it. You know, I'm finding this to be comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
know, so I'm going to put the computer here,
Yep.
so I don't get the light shining on it.
Yep.
And I can kind of put the radios over here,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and I can still have this area here
Mm-hmm.
if I want to do anything. If I wanted to, I could even move my little radio repair bench and
Yeah.
make this that.
Yeah.
You know, but right now that can all stay back there.
Mhm.
To move it here, all I need to do is run a wire from the solar panel back to here.
Mm-hmm.
I already have one, but that's not heavy enough.
Mm-hmm.
But I do have the wire. And then I got to run four antenna extension leads. And they go right outside underneath the overhang.
Oh.
You know?
Okay.
So, and I have that. So it really isn't a big deal. I mean, I'm not saying it's easy as it sounds. You know, it's going to be a little work, but it's not going to be a big deal. And then I can take that back bench, which is more than big enough to handle all the little tools, plus tons more,
Mhm.
because that's a big bench once I get that little thing out of the way.
Yeah, I know. All right. We're going to start the hot dogs then.
All right, I'll be in about less 10 minutes or so.
Okay.
All right. Oh, I looked at your van,
Yeah.
so I got the battery in place. He
Yeah.
put it there, but I wanted to make sure it was down,
Yeah.
tied down. He didn't have any bushings, so I put a piece of hose where he came through the floor. So I put a hose there, so that's not going to short out. And then I caulked it all in.
What do you mean came through the floor?
Well, the battery's up inside the back of the van.
Oh, I thought you were going to put it inside the van.
It is,
Okay.
in the back,
Okay.
all right, behind the seats.
Yeah.
Well, the wire was underneath, because that's where it used to go, remember? Well, we had to get the wire from underneath up.
Oh, okay.
So, and it was easier to
Oh.
drill a hole than to run all the wire again.
All right, got it.
So he drilled a little hole for the wire, and I was able to put a good size thick hose over that, so it's, you know, all set, so the wire is not going to chafe, you know.
Yeah.
And so that's done. And then I also looked at that lock. It's not getting any power.
Probably why I don't have a horn either.
Well, it could be, all right. So I found the wire, and I checked the wire, and there's no power getting to it. So it's got to be a fuse. Now, I can't get to those fuses. That's the only problem. So I'm going to run a jumper just to see if that's the case. All right. You know, I got that jumper here that we use for jumping the battery. Yeah. So I'm going to run that from the front, or right off the battery, just put in to that. And if it works, well, then I just got to know I got to find that wire that's under the dash someplace. It's a green wire, and then find out where the hell it goes and hook it up, or the fuse. I'm almost thinking it's a fuse. I just can't get my ass in there, you know. And he said he already did put all the fuses in, you know. And if he said he did it, I know he did it right.
Yeah.
So I got to figure out what the hell. But I want to get that working. At least get it working with the key. You know what I mean?
What do you mean get it working with the key?
You can't open the back hatch with the key.
Can't open the driver's side door without the key either.
Well, I know that, but I'm worried about the back hatch right now. All right. Because you're trying to get into that back, you got to crawl in through the back door. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't want to have to do that. So if I can at least get it working with the key, but if I get it working with the key, I think it'll work with everything because it has no power. So, you know, because even the key part of it is power. The switch where the key goes is just an on-off switch basically for power. You
Oh.
know? Yeah, it's not, it's an electric switch inside.
Oh, I thought it was a
No, it's not.
mechanical
It's not.
mechanism. Oh.
Right? It's electric. The switches the other stuff manually.
Oh.
That's the problem.
All right. Go in.
All right, I'll be in a minute.
All right. I'll switch the lights off.
Yes, dear. Yes, dear. Now, I only got a little bit left. What do I do with it? There's not enough in here to save it. You know what? This little corner is going to get a lot of usage. So let me put it over here in the corner, I guess. Because this is when you come in, this is where you're going to end up resting your hand. Or setting things on. And it's near the window, so the window's open, it's raining. I do have to, you know what? No, I could put a little awning over that. Ah, yeah, I didn't think of that. I can have the wife make one up out of this umbrella. I got the stainless steel rotting from the boat. I can put a little sunbrella awning over that. All I need is about a foot. Something to think about. It'll help keep the water from coming in and hitting the window, or the snow even hitting the window. Now the wife, she's been watching my videos. She never did, but now she watches my videos. Because I hear about what I talked about. Well, I know what I talked about because I'm the one that made the video. So anyway, I've been talking about using it as a radio room. And she just asked me, am I going to use it for a radio room? Yeah. At first, I was really thinking about it. Do I want it? I was thinking it's going to be a lot of work, but the more I think about it, it really isn't. I got to run power out here anyway, which I have. I got 12 volts out here already. But if I'm going to use this for the radio room, I'm going to have to bring out some heavy wire. I'll have to run at least 4 gauge because there's line loss. I may even run bigger, I don't know, for the solar panel because I'm not going to move the solar or the wind turbine. Now the antenna, the one that's up on the roof, I can just take that wire and drop it down on this side. That's not a big deal. The other ones that are up there, actually I can just run them across the roof. I don't even have to bring them down the other way. It's getting simpler as I talk about it. I'm just dry brushing to get the brush a little cleaner before I put it in the solvent. Throw this away. Where's the cover? Okay. Wherefore out our cover? Art, fair maiden, I come to fill your hole with soap. Here it is. Oh, there it is. So it's all sealed. Now I don't care what I do with it. I'm going to put the rubber on this side, probably from this point over. From this point back, I may just leave it like that until I decide what I'm going to do. I want to see how much room I actually end up with. I mean, the more I think about it, I can clean up more room. If I can get that big vinyl cutter working, you know, the professional one working, that would fit there perfect. And then that would open up a whole other area, a bench area. This little room right here is going to give me so much more room in there than it did when I put the addition on back there. Oh, I gotta do one more thing. Let me put this away. Hold on. All right, what I want to do is plug this Dremel in. And I shouldn't be using this plug yet because it's, yeah, that's what it is. There's no cover on it yet. Well, the cover's on it, but come on. The cover's on it, but the cover's not in place yet, which is not a good thing. Let me bring this down a few RPMs. I don't know if I'd ever buy another Dremel brand again or not. I just have not been having luck with them. The one that I used to have, the old one, that I let somebody borrow, and I don't remember who, I never got it back, and it was years ago. Well, years ago, but not, I was here, so it wasn't years and years ago. But, do you know they do with the plug? Oh, sure. Oh, here it is. I'm going to see if I can drill this out somehow. Let's crank it up a little bit. That's baby speed. Now, take that out. Take that out. That's not going to do it. Hold on. I want to find. It's not in this box. Sure, it's not. Should I put these back down in there? Put these in here. Trying to look at the other box. Hold on, guys. Oh, the wife started cleaning up over there for me. Okay, I need a little, not that little. Oh, this one may do it. This may work. See, this is kind of working, but, all right, the but factor. Too much work. Yeah. Yeah, now it goes in, which is okay. Actually, was it worth it? It's working. This one is not. But this one, yeah. You know, for what little I'm doing, I only got a couple. I got 4 there and 4 there. Oh, I got 4 there. Want to make sure I got no more. Oh, yeah, no? Yeah, and I got 4 over here. Now the ones that I'm gonna leave plugged in all the time, I don't care. But some of these, you know, you want to plug a power tool in or something. You don't want to have to sit there and worry about breaking the plugs when you're pushing it in. So that one is going to work. I'm going to need the little drill to drill the hole. And then this other one to cut the plastic out. So that's where we're at. So let me unplug this from there, because that shouldn't have been in there to start with. Alright, so that's where we're at, guys. Let's turn the computer down. Is this on? I don't think it was. No, because I didn't. Alright, I don't have it plugged in. Okay, shut you guys off. Here, I'll show you what the wife did so far. I couldn't get over here at all because I had the hand truck over here because we brought that cabinet out of the basement. Then I had the sawhorses here, the fold-up kind. You make them out of 2x4s. Those were here, so I couldn't get over here at all. There was a wheel assembly set up over here, so she got that out of here for me. She got all the wood piled up over there, which is good. This, I'm going to start cleaning up a little bit myself. She took the cables from over there, which was blocking it, and she put them over there. So She put the PVC pipe. Hey,
Where's Becky?
okay, I'm coming. I'm a-coming, babe.
Thank you, dear.
We got the, well, that's not going to be able to stay there. This is going to have to go up this side. She got this all cleaned off. She found a coat that I had that I didn't know where the hell went, that I was trying to find. Well, she found it. So tomorrow, we're going to try to get this cleaned up and organized a little bit. I know what I'm going to do over there. It's just a matter of figuring out how I'm going to do it. And then, now the move is easy. It's making the move in the order in which you have to do it. You know, it's like packing a truck. You know, there's certain things that have to go in first. There's certain things that have to go on the bottom. So there's certain things that I gotta disconnect and reconnect. So that's what we have to do there. First thing I gotta do is run the power. Now, I do have a roll. I'm in the dark. I don't know how much I have, but oh. Oh, wait a minute, there's more wire on top of that wire. Oh, now what the hell's that one? Alright, I do have what I want. Here we go. Okay, I probably have enough. This is Road Rage Monster Wire. Yes. Okay, what'd this cost me? $1.75 a foot plus $26 for shipping. I think this was, what's it say here for footage? I think it was 250 feet. 4 gauge, 100 foot. Okay, but that's a nice wire, and it's super flexible. It's got a lot of strands in it, which is good. So I have enough of that. I'm almost positive I do, and if not, I do have more of that and black, because I'm going to need black too. Black has to be the same or not bigger. Can't be smaller. Now that 4 gauge comes in off of these batteries, which comes in from outside off the turbine and the solar. Comes up, comes across here. See it? Here's the black one, there's the red one. And then it goes to there. From there, right there, it comes out. And it goes across up there, red and black, down to this. So if I do need more, I can disconnect this because I'm not going to need that anymore. I still need it from there to that point because I have this bench here. You know, the workbench. Now, I could move this, everything that's on this bench over there because I have room. Yeah, I have it up here. Okay. And then take this top off this bench, this top here, off this, and I can put this over there. And then this whole thing can be an open bench, just a work bench, but not, you know, an electrical bench. because I do have room over there for it now. So that will clear up this bench, or I could take this, if I can get it working, put this over there, and that'll clear up this whole thing. You see what I mean? So that there, believe it or not, is giving me a lot of opportunities to work within. So, all right, I'm going to shut you off, guys.